Welcome to the FanDuel Hurry Up. I'm Ariel Epstein. Joining us today from Number Fire and FanDuel, it's Jim Sonis. Jim, it's never too early to talk about football, right?
Never too early, never too late, never too anything else. It's always football season. We are less than 100 days from opening kickoff, which is frightening for sure. But I think it's a good time to talk some awards betting because I think we got some good numbers on the board right now.
Let's talk about the futures market in the NFL. We'll talk about the MVP. You like the Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson. It's been a tumultuous offseason, to say the least. We didn't even know if Wilson was going to return to Seattle. Now it looks as if he will be. Jim, why do you believe it's going to be Russell Wilson to be MVP at 20-1?
I think this number is just kind of outrageous, honestly, because you go back to last year, midseason, October 20th of last year, Russell Wilson was minus 111 to be the league MVP at that point. And obviously, things changed from there. They had the weird, game plan on offense and stuff like that. But 20-1 for Russell Wilson, Russell freaking Wilson is way too long. And I get it. They did struggle, and Pete Carroll wants to run the football. There are reasons why this number is longer. But Russell Wilson is someone who can put up good numbers even in a run-first offense. It's a tough division. There'll be a lot of eyes on them as a result of that. And if they can put up a good record in that division, they're going to be a team to contend with. So, there's a lot of buzz around him due to the discontentment here for sure. So I think this is just a situation where the number is too long not to have interest. There hasn't been enough that has changed here in the negative sense to push me away from Russell Wilson. He gets DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett back healthy. So I think 20-1 is just too long for a guy as good as Russell Wilson is.
You can expect some CLV because Russell Wilson has been a leader for back-to-back years at one point for the MVP race. However, it was Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers in the last 2 years that end up passing him. Another quarterback you're looking at in the MVP market is the Miami Dolphins quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Why is the second-year player going to be in the MVP race this year?
It's because situation matters a lot for quarterbacks and surrounding context, surrounding talent. And Tua's situation this year is a whole heck of a lot different than it was last year. Because last year, down the stretch, he was throwing to guys like Lynn Bowden, throwing to Adam Shaheen, all these, random names. But now he gets Devontae Parker back healthy, Will Fuller, and Jalen Waddell, and that's a massive deviation from what Tua Tagovailoa had this year or last year. Mike Gesicki is back healthy too. There's a lot more speed on this field, and that's a good thing for Tua Tagovailoa. We saw him take advantage of that when he was at Alabama via guys like Henry Ruggs and Jalen Waddell there as well. So I expect the Dolphins to be a good team this year. My win projections have them at 9.6 wins. If they were to exceed that, it would mean they'd be a contending team with a good win total, which is good for MVP, and it'd likely mean that Tua Tagovailoa had a major hand to play in their exceeding expectations. So 60-1 for me is a long number for a guy who was as good in college as Tua Tagovailoa was. I think the situation here is really good. I think this team is good, and that blends up well to make Tua a good bet at 60-1.
The newest wide receiver of that team in Miami is the former Alabama wide receiver Jalen Waddle, reunited with his former quarterback from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa. Final future we'll look at, it's Offensive Rookie of the Year. You're going with a running back. Why and who?
Yeah, this award is one that's a bit more running back heavy than other awards are. So I feel okay going to the running back here over the really fun and really good quarterbacks. And a big part of it is because Trey Sermon is in a good situation. He's running behind potentially the best offensive line in football, playing on a team that should win a lot of games, which will get him notoriety. And now with Jeffrey Wilson Jr. going through surgery, it means that the path to playing time for Trey Sermon is more clear than it was previously. You still have to deal with Wayne Gallman, still have to deal with Raheem Mostert. So there are some obstacles in the way. But when you've got Kyle Shanahan calling plays for a running back who is talented behind an offensive line this good on a team this good against a pretty easy schedule, that all adds up really well to make Sermon a good bet at 26-1. I think Najee Harris is the more likely guy to win this award among the running backs because the volume should be so good, but Sermon is double the odds of Najee Harris, who is 13-1, and Sermon is on a better team with a better offensive line. So if you're going to give me Najee Harris at 13-1 versus Trey Sermon at 26-1, I'm going to take the better offensive line and go Sermon and see if he can capitalize on the situation he has at his hands in San Francisco.
Sermon is at pretty long odds to win that Offensive Rookie of the Year award, especially on an offense that loves to have double and triple-headed monsters coming out of the backfield in the 49ers. That's it for us here on the FanDuel Hurry Up. For Jim Zanis, I'm Ariel Epstein. Good luck to your bets tonight, and we'll see you again tomorrow.